What's going on, guys? We're back again for another video, and today's video is going to be basically talking to you guys on how to tell if your Air Jordan 11s are real or fake or not. So basically, I'm going to give you guys some tips on to make sure your shoes are real. So basically, it's going to be some tips on how to make sure your shoes are real. So we're going to get right into it. Let's get started. So the two shoes I'm going to be using today for today's comparison is the Air Jordan Bred 11 and the Air Jordan Concord 11s. These are both the retros. The Breds are the retro of 2012 and the Concords are the 2011 retro. So we're going to go ahead and get right into the sneakers. So right off the bat, we'll start with the complete differences between these two pairs. As you do see, from the toe caps, they are different. As you do see, we have a icy toe or milky toe, whatever you want to call it, right here, which is complete ice, as you do see. But if we go to the Breds, it's two-toned. As you do see, you see a darker patch up here and a lighter patch right here. So only a couple shoes have this kind of toe cap. Basically, those shoes were the DMP 11s, which those were those when you really didn't notice it as much until they started to yellow. So when they started to yellow, you would start noticing the two tones. But the DMP 11s, Space Jams, Breds, and the Gammas are the same way. You don't notice it until it starts to yellow. Like I said, they're kind of, but not really. But the other one, all the other colorways should have a milky toe, if I am correct. I do not know about the lows. I don't know about the two-tone on the lows. I don't know about that. I know the majority of the lows have the milky toe, but I don't know for sure because I don't like the lows per se. There's only a couple pairs of lows I like, but they are very older. They're very old pairs. So I don't know if I'm going to be getting them anytime soon. I would love to have them, but the price on them is just too high right now, and I can't find them for a good price or my size. So, yeah. So another way to tell if you're, this is actually for the Breds. We'll start right with the Breds here. As you just see, we'll go to the Concord box here. This is the actual new box we're starting to put with the 11s. They started this box, if I'm correct, with the Cool Gray 11s. I know the Cool Grays have this box, the Legend Blue 11s have this box, the Gammas have this, oh no, I'm sorry, they started with the Space Jams, if I'm correct. Because the 09 Space Jams, or 08, whatever it was, I'm pretty sure it was 09, Space Jams had this box. So the 09 Space Jams, the 2010 Cool Grays, 2011 Concords, the 2013 Gammas, and the 2014 Legend Blues all have this box. But there are, with a lot of fakes that I've seen, they actually, for the Breds, if you did not know, we'll go to the box here. It's just a standard Air Jordan box, and I will even show you guys the tag right here. So, with the Breds, just look for a normal Air Jordan box. So, yeah, it's another way of telling. So if any of those shoes I named and they're here, if any of those shoes and their label is on the black box, that is a red flag right there. That's one way of, like I said, that's a red flag right there. Next thing, perfectly spacing on the middle of the shoe. As you do see, it is perfectly spaced in the middle. If you pull up the tongue, it still stays in the middle. Slouch the tongue, it still stays in the middle. I'll show you the same thing goes for the Concords. Pull up, still stays, see it doesn't move. A lot of the fakes don't have it perfectly centered. B grades also may not have it perfectly centered. So I also suggest not getting B grades because people also count those as fakes. They are authentics technically because they were made in the Nike factory, but they're basically the same shoe but with defects. So basically that's what it is. But as you do see, Some of the times I've seen are like fourth spaced, or they're either way too low or way too high. So look out for that as well. Also, this is for men's sizes. Men's sizes should have thick piped laces, unless you had to, like, just say the laces got frayed on your Concords and you only had, like, let's just say you had a pair of Taxi 12s. That's the first one I can think of that has the same color laces. So you put your Taxi 12 laces in these, so you can still wear them so your Concords don't have frayed laces. That's the only other way they could have, like, thinner laces on the men's sizes. Men's sizes have these thick piped laces, as you do see. I can even show you on the breads. GS sizes and PS sizes both have the thinner laces. So that's also another way of telling them right there. So basically another way is the carbon fiber. This is the carbon fiber on the Concords. It should not look like this one with the breads. The breads actually have this metallic-y silver and black carbon fiber, as you do see. So if they do have a solid black carbon fiber, you need those are probably fakes, because this is the only type of carbon fiber they've ever had on the breads, is the silver and black. And the Concords actually have a solid black carbon fiber plate, and I don't know if you can hear it on that one. Let me see if you can hear it better on the breads. If you can hear it, there's actually somewhat of a texture to it. And also is rough, not rough, but hard. And you can actually, if you lay your finger across it, you can actually feel the texture throughout the actual carbon fiber. It's not just like one plastic piece. So, another way is the wrong traction units. Wrong color traction units. I've actually seen a pair of breads that looked pretty real from the upper, but when you look to the sole, they had white traction units and that carbon fiber was a checkerboard. Make sure your shoes don't got a checkerboard. Too, that's another thing. Make sure they don't have a checkerboard. But as you do see, right there, the breads should have a black traction unit on the sole. Concords have a purple, so make sure they're purple. White Jumpman, right there. Make sure your Jumpman is not deformed in any way as well. A lot of fakes are starting to put the real carbon fiber in the right colors. Getting all these fakes perfect, but a couple of them still have the flaw with the Jumpman. There's the Jumpman there. Another way of telling is the Jumpman. The Jumpman on these, this is the left shoe here. And basically, if you do see, the Jumpman is facing towards the back of the shoe. But right before the DMP 11s released, the Jumpman was facing towards the toe of the shoe. So if you see a Jumpman facing this way, don't automatically assume it's a fake, because they could be one of the 2000 retros, they could be a 96 release, they could be an OG, for all you know. So, but ever since the GMP6, not GMP6s, I'm sorry, the DMP 11s, they have actually been moving to the back of the shoe. And the ball should be perfectly aligned with the 3, as you do see there. If you don't know, that's a 20 and a 3. Also, let's just go, since we're at the back of the shoe, make sure your 23 is like that. Don't just have like the size of the 2. Like you see it's really thin on just the 2 there. Make sure your 23 isn't the size of just the 2. Make sure it's full like that. Make sure it looks really nice and crisp. And if it's cracked, I've been hearing that people are now starting to go around saying they're fake if they're cracked. The Jordans the 23 is just gonna crack. That's just how it is. I can even show you on my breads. I got these VVNDS. I think he said he wore them once, and I've worn them twice. I'm sorry, no, 3 times. I've worn them 3 times because I wore them last week. I've worn them a total of 3 times ever since then, and look how cracked it is. And it's not like I crease my shoes either. It's not like that. they're just gonna crease. Not crease, they're just gonna crack. That's just what happens. And as you do see, happened with my breads here. They're starting to crack. So the 23 will crack. So yeah. And a lot of people are also starting to think, because there's now a lot more customization around now. A lot of people are doing is making a pair of the dirty breads. Dirty breads are basically an all black version of the breads. Basically what that is, you paint the midsole, the white midsole of the Bred 11 solid black, and you paint the 23 on the back red. That is the dirty Bred 11. Those are customs. Those are not fakes, those are customs. So, if they use a fake Bred 11, then they're fake. But I'm saying they use an authentic bread. Don't say they're fake just because they have a black midsole and a red 23 on the back, because that's like a custom. Those are a lot of the major dead giveaways. Besides like the Jumpman, make sure it's not deformed. Trying to think of anything else really. If they use the wrong materials. When I have my Cool Grays, they actually use a leather for the mesh. As you just see on the breads here, they have a mesh-like material. Same with the Concords. You can probably see it a lot better on the Concords. But you do see it's a mesh, but it's actually, on the Cool Grays, it was actually of leather. So make sure you have the right thing as well. Make sure your tongue is not too high. That's how high the tongue should be. That's as high as it goes. Right there. That's as high as the tongue goes. It can't go any higher, and it shouldn't go any higher. Let's try to get this out. Insert. Right there. Make sure if someone says OG and you get a suspicious looking box or something, and you don't get these plastic inserts, and they say they gave you the original inserts with them, that could be another red flag there, or they just gave you replacement ones or whatever. But I'm actually going to show you guys the label here of the Concords. The numbers are usually off on them, like they're not the right length, they're not the right size or whatever. So there you go. That's how the tag should look. So basically that's about it for it. Like I said, make sure the right materials, make sure the toe caps, correct correct laces, third spacing, 23, no messed up Jumpman, right carbon fiber, right traction units. Make sure they're not too icy. That is another way right there that you can tell. I can show you a perfect example. These have been bagged almost ever since I got them. These have been preserved ever since I got these. As you guys know, the Shanghai 5s have an icy blue outsole. Look, these have been packaged, and look, you can already see it's already turning white. So, no matter what you do, your shoes are going to yellow. I don't care what you do, but your shoes are going to start to yellow. So if someone's trying to sell you a pair of Concords from '96 that are icier than the 2011s, like I said, these probably been worn a total of 4 times, even with the guy. 5 times. And look, they're already yellowing. I've kept these bagged ever since I got them, and I just now put them on display last night. So, there's still, all your shoes are going to yellow. Your icy shoes are going to yellow. So, that's just the way the shoes are. Make sure they're not too icy. So, that's about it for a lot of the major noticeable signs, basically. Make sure you have. I'll show. I guess I can go into smaller details now. Make sure you have the right patch here. Don't make sure it's actually the right colors. It's actually supposed for the Concord. It's supposed to have a Concord purple Jumpman back there. So don't make sure it's not like a white Jumpman or something. If you want to get technical, make sure it has a white Jumpman inside the sole. Well, mine is worn out now, but make sure you have the correct tag and correct dates and stuff like that. If I'm correct, it should say made in China. Yeah, made in China. It says made in Vietnam or something. I know Nike does make some shoes in Vietnam, or I don't know if they made in Vietnam, but it does say made in Vietnam in the shoe, or it may say some other locations. But with the Jordans that I've seen, they've always said China for the real ones. So yeah, you just need to check out on those. Make sure the right tag dates are correct. Make sure your box isn't weird in any way. Make sure, like I said, the toe cap, the laces, the third spacing, your tongue, make sure it's not too high or too low. Basically, that's about it. And make sure you have the right leather. I think what else? Carbon fiber, like I already said. That's about it, guys. So thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please hit that like button down below. It helps me out a lot, and I'll appreciate it. And if you like this content on the channel, maybe you can subscribe if you want. I try to post as often as possible. I try to post daily. Got a couple different series going on. Mainly, so far, it's been sneaker reviews. So I try to cop at least like a couple new pairs every month is what I try to do. Or I swap, or I do trades or something. Like I said, so I try to at least get one new pickup every month, so I can at least have some videos for you guys. And overall, been doing pretty okay with the new pickups. I got a decent amount already in January. It's only been 19 days or something. I think it's January 19th, if I'm correct, today when I'm recording this. So I've gotten or 18th or whatever it is. I don't know what it is, but I've gotten the Grapes, I've gotten the KDs, I've gotten the tie-dye Janowskis, I've gotten the Air Forces you see back there, the gold medal Air Forces, or the Dream Teams, whatever you want to call them. Not like that. I try to stay on top. I try to get a lot of content for you guys. So yeah, shortly, I don't know if it's going to be today, tomorrow, or it's going to be sometime this week. But I'm going to be posting a video talking about what's going to be coming to the channel and what's going to be with the gaming. I think if I'm correct, I did talk about it in a video. I don't know if I actually uploaded it or not, but because a lot of videos I do not upload because of like quality or something. But there will be a video talking about the channel and the gaming, because I was planning on doing gaming on this channel as well. So yeah, that's basically about that, and that's what's going to be coming up soon. So stay tuned for that. Later tonight, hopefully, I'm actually going to move the series to Mondays. So near Monday nights, you'll be seeing the weekly sneaker recaps. So yeah, that's about it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys again for watching. I'll see you guys in another video. Later, guys.